Today, we're counting down 5 standout neighborhoods across Greater Seattle for luxury rentals, from downtown high-rises to polished Eastside addresses. And the top pick may not be the one Seattle renters expect. Luxury rentals in the Seattle area tend to cluster where several things overlap: newer apartment towers, waterfront or skyline access, dining close by, job centers within reach, and streets where daily errands can happen without much effort. For renters comparing high-end buildings, the neighborhood can matter just as much as the unit itself, because the surrounding blocks shape everything from morning coffee runs to evening waterfront walks. For investors, these same signals can also point to sustained rental demand. Places with major employers nearby, strong retail corridors, compact street grids, and a steady flow of people moving through for work, dining, hotels, ferries, shopping, and recreation. So this countdown is not just about where the fanciest buildings are. It is about which Greater Seattle neighborhoods best combine premium rental inventory with the surrounding environment that supports luxury living. At number 5, Kirkland brings the Eastside waterfront into the luxury rental conversation. Just across Lake Washington from Seattle, Kirkland has a shoreline setting, a walk score of 93, according to WalkScore in 2026, and a median home price, around $1,676,661 per Zillow and Redfin in 2026. That high price profile reinforces why premium rentals here can command attention. Between the waterfront appeal, strong dining, and more residential Eastside feel, Kirkland gives renters a luxury option that is outside Seattle proper, while still connected to the broader metro. Kirkland also stands out because its rental appeal is not built only on tall buildings or dense city blocks. The city has a more relaxed lakeside rhythm, with downtown Kirkland, Marina Park, and waterfront paths helping create a polished setting around its rental market. For someone comparing Seattle area luxury rentals, Kirkland represents the version of premium living that leans into Lake Washington scenery, neighborhood restaurants, and an Eastside address. That mix is what gets it onto the countdown at number 5. At number 4, we move straight into the center of the city with downtown Seattle. Downtown has a walk score of 99 and a transit score of 100, both according to WalkScore in 2026, which is exactly the kind of access that supports luxury apartment towers. It also has a median home price around $594,404 per Zillow and Redfin in 2026. With offices, hotels, dining, retail, ferry access, and major cultural venues packed into a fairly compact urban core, downtown remains one of the region's most obvious high-rise rental hubs. What makes downtown especially relevant for luxury rentals is the combination of convenience and scale. Apartment towers here can put residents near Pike Place Market, the waterfront, business districts, convention activity, hotels, restaurants, and transit connections without needing to leave the central city. The neighborhood has a more vertical, metropolitan feel than many parts of Seattle, and that matters when renters are comparing amenity buildings, views, concierge-style services, and access to the city's busiest blocks. Downtown earns number 4 because it delivers the classic big city luxury rental experience. At number 3, Belltown takes the downtown energy and shifts it toward the waterfront edge. Belltown is one of Seattle's densest neighborhoods, located along the city's downtown waterfront on land shaped by historic regrading, and it has changed dramatically from its earlier semi-industrial arts district identity. WalkScore gives Belltown a 99 walk score and a 100 transit score in 2026, while Zillow and Redfin place its median home price around $581,749 in 2026. For luxury renters, that combination of high-rise living, access, and entertainment proximity is hard to ignore. Belltown's appeal comes from how much is compressed into a small area. It sits between downtown, the waterfront, and Seattle Center, with restaurants, bars, music venues, hotels, and apartment towers all close together. That gives the neighborhood a more nightlife-oriented, urban residential feel than some other premium rental markets around the region. For renters who are comparing luxury buildings near downtown but want a setting with its own identity, Belltown lands firmly in the top 3. At number 2, South Lake Union is one of the clearest luxury rental hubs in Seattle. The neighborhood sits at the southern tip of Lake Union, with Denny Way marking its southern edge near Denny Triangle, and Interstate 5 forming a major boundary nearby. Walk score gives South Lake Union a 99 walk score and a 91 transit score in 2026, which helps explain why so many newer high-rise apartment buildings have clustered here. Add lake access, office density, and abundant dining, and South Lake Union becomes a major force in the luxury rental market. South Lake Union is also important because it represents a newer chapter in Seattle's urban housing story. Compared with older residential neighborhoods, much of the rental inventory here feels more contemporary, with amenity-heavy buildings, rooftop spaces, fitness facilities, and lake or skyline views frequently shaping the conversation. The neighborhood's position near major job centers adds another layer of rental demand, especially for buildings that emphasize convenience and services. South Lake Union comes in at number 2 because it has become almost synonymous with modern luxury apartments in central Seattle. And at number 1, it is Bellevue. Located across Lake Washington from Seattle, Bellevue is one of the major Eastside cities and ranks as the 3rd largest city in the Seattle metropolitan area and the 5th largest city in Washington. Its downtown has a walk score of 94, according to WalkScore in 2026, which is notable for a suburban city center and helps support its concentration of upscale rental towers. Bellevue's mix of polished retail, major job centers, dining, and newer high-rise buildings gives it a luxury rental profile that competes directly with Seattle's strongest urban neighborhoods. Bellevue takes the top spot because its downtown rental market has become a major destination in its own right, not simply an alternative to Seattle. The area around Bellevue Square, Lincoln Square, and the broader downtown core has a highly finished, retail-driven feel, with office towers, restaurants, hotels, and residential buildings all reinforcing one another. For luxury renters, that means the neighborhood experience is built around convenience, clean line development, and access to Eastside employment centers, as well as regional shopping and dining. That full package is why Bellevue lands at number 1. And yes, it is the pick that makes this countdown feel a little less predictable. So, to recap, number 5 is Kirkland, bringing Lake Washington waterfront appeal and a high Eastside price profile. Number 4 is downtown Seattle, with dense city access, ferry connections, and major luxury apartment towers. Number 3 is Belltown, where high-rise rentals meet waterfront proximity and entertainment. Number 2 is South Lake Union, with newer apartment inventory and lake access. And number 1 is Bellevue, the Eastside center that now stands shoulder to shoulder with Seattle's strongest luxury rental districts. The big takeaway is that Seattle area luxury rentals are no longer only a downtown Seattle story. The strongest options stretch from the central city to the east side. What did we miss? Which Seattle area neighborhood would have made your top 5? And is there a specific building, block, or rental pocket you think deserves more attention? If you enjoyed this countdown, give the video a like and subscribe for more Seattle neighborhood deep dives across the city and suburbs. And tell us what you want next. Luxury condos, waterfront neighborhoods, best areas for car light living, or a closer look at one neighborhood from today's countdown.